Hi everyone, this is David Essien. So I noticed that most times when people want to ask for help, for example, you're writing or building a website and then you're having issues with your code and then you want to ask for help, most times they send screenshots and the screenshots don't provide the full picture of what the code looks like, or they may just send videos, and sometimes it's difficult to test what's in the video, especially if you have to look at the code line by line to be able to fix the issue. So I decided that I'm going to create show us how we can create GitHub gists, and then the gist will enable us share our code easily so that other people can help us. So for this to work, you have to create an account with GitHub. As you can see, this is my account. I've already created one, so you have to create an account with GitHub. It's free. GitHub is basically, let's say, a website that helps you, where you can store your code that you manage using the version control system. So Git is a version control system, and then a version control system basically helps you manage different versions of your code. So you can, if you make changes to your code, you can keep track of the changes that you've made, so you can return back to those versions that maybe to fix errors or something else. There are many reasons why we use Git, but this video is not about that. So I'm going to be focusing on GitHub, but you can work with GitHub using Git. So I'm going to first of all show us how to create a gist. Basically, you go to your browser and then you type gist.github.com. so that should load a new page where you can write your create your gist. So on your gist, you can have different files for different things that you want to show. For example, I have this code that I wrote. It's kind of like a portfolio site. I'll just open it here using VS Code. As you can see, I have my CSS code here, and then I have my HTML code. Let's say I want to share this code with somebody so the person can help me figure out where I'm having issues. So I'll click on here and select everything. I'll copy my code. I'll go to my GitHub gist. I'll paste it here, and then when I paste it, I'll come up here and then maybe I'll give it the name index.html, and then I'll give my gist a description. Let me say the HTML for my portfolio site, and then I can add another file. This is going to serve as the CSS file for the CSS file. So I'll go to the CSS file and I'll copy this, and then I'll go to my gist and I'll paste it there, and then I'll name it index.css. So once that is done, I'll just come here and say create secret gist. If I create a secret gist, it's not going to be available to the public, so I'm going to click on the drop down beside it and I'll click on create public gist. So once I click on create public gist, it's going to create my gist for me, and then I can share my can just basically copy the URL for this and then share with whoever I want to share. So another thing is that you can see the different changes that you make. In case I make any change to this gist, let's say I come here and then I'm going to edit this, and then I'm going to remove this line here, and then I'm going to save. When I update the gist, if I go to the revision, you will see now there's two revisions. So we have the first one that I created, and then we have it's indicating the change that I made here by removing the line. And so for now, that's basically all you know about all you need to know about the GitHub gist. So in case you need to share your code with someone for them to help you, this is easier because it gives the person direct access to the code. They can look at the code line by line. They can copy the code onto their computers, and then they can test to see what's the issue with the code. I hope you find this video helpful. Let me hear your comments and feedback. Thank you.